I saw the German cult film Knocking on Heaven's Door in 1997, a week before I discovered the sea. I was 20 years old. When my friend and I got to Suko, we climbed a hill and drank beer. We looked speechless at the wonder before us. That's how I became a catcher of sunsets. Hi, I'm Anna. I am ill and cannot speak or move. I'm 47 years old. With computer assistance, I want to tell my story. AI is generating my voice. I can talk to you despite my handicap. I have little time left. Doctors say 2 years max. After that stretches eternity. Time is an illusion, a great thinker once said. It shrinks into minutes of joy or is drawn out into hours of suffering.
The other, I even learned to flip them over like this. What is not? I shouldn't turn them over? With condensed milk, everything is good. A blend of black teas.
I watch my husband dancing as he cooks, my joking son. I feel then an utter happiness. A thought struck me. If the Creator sought to realize my dream, to spend more time with my family, then only by taking away my voice, limbs, career, was it made possible. I was always a hard worker. Over 28 years, I accomplished much. Now, I don't miss work. I can frankly admit it to myself. I believe things always turn out for the best. Perhaps the only option is to focus on what matters, the people close to you. I am enjoying this time.
I sometimes feel she knows more about life than she lets on. I try to torture her into spilling it out. I have a sage in front of me. I find it hard to see her as merely my wife. I have simply a vast respect. Just the utmost respect. Exactly. let's say, a way of life. And I often, how to say it, envy her that I can't do that too. Every time she shows me, you can too. The only question is just start.
Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. The later only makes pain worse. I strive to be an observer, to experience pain simply, without suffering. Thus, I don't feel turmoil inside about the question why. I never have. All that matters is staying true to myself, to my idea of a perfect day. It can't be two things at once, that's too much. My son sighed when I was brought to the gynecology ward. The tests showed a second diagnosis, stage 4 cervical cancer metastasized. The prognosis is the same as my main disease. ALS, Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis. So nothing fundamentally changed. Now I am a palliative care patient. I continue to be grateful for each perfect day.
Diagnosis number 1 was amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. This, for those unfamiliar with it, there is an example by Stephen Hawking. Same disease, just a different form. It's a unique way ailment, and also called Lou Gehrig's disease. It has been observed for a century, but no one knows anything. No one knows the cause. There is no cure. There is no medicine. There is nothing. And everyone's experience with this disease is different.
I always joke about it. Since childhood, I claimed I was unique. I had my own path. In this regard, there's some humor in this for me. They say it afflicts 3-5 people out of 100,000. If the cause is unknown, then any solutions are always a stab in the dark. Treatments are a wild shot. So until such time as we know the reasons why motor neurons suddenly stop getting signals, and while they're in the process of dying, it won't be clear. The treatments that exist now will be completely ineffective. Supportive therapy, which is currently being used, will only be supportive, not a cure.
This was the heaviest rocket fire, I think. A huge number of missiles. Wasn't it around the Jewish New Year in September? Sukkot, yeah. The main point was to avoid talking about rockets.
My state is war. It's so painful I can't endure it. My husband and I were discussing what to do, then already rushing for the hospital's bomb shelter. We watched the sunset and followed the news.
И от него ничего не осталось.
Граждане Израиля, мы в состоянии войны.
И от него ничего не осталось.
Граждане Израиля, мы в состоянии войны.
Well, Israel's government has approved plans to capture the whole of Gaza.
We were in the central hospital. The wounded were brought in. The sight was horrible. The hospital was incredibly congested with beds set up everywhere. Tags with the label unidentified, 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 unidentified. Several kibbutzim were attacked, but Be'eri was one of the worst. Just among our own circle, several people were killed. The fact is that her first symptoms of the disease showed literally right before the war, before Hamas's attack. We got to the hospital. They asked, "Are you planning to move cities anytime soon?" We answered, "Yeah, to Tel Aviv." Then better make the move now and visit that hospital right away. You could avoid the bureaucracy of moving hospitals, tests in different places. So this illness struck. The diagnosis was made on the 5th. On the 7th day, just a mere 2 days after the diagnosis, came the invasions and the attack.
Release this video from a Hamas dash cam exclusively.
Ответ Израиля не заставил себя долго ждать.
Getting ready to move into Gaza. Israel's war, almost 19 months long now.
Including a terrorist throwing a grenade into a bomb shelter.
We decided to take intensified action in Gaza. That was the Chief of Staff's recommendation.
When you have bad news and the diagnosis is grief, you need time to grieve. We didn't have that time because a wide-scale tragedy happened. Great grief. An incredible number of people were killed just like that. Just like that, the great tragedy appeared to completely overshadow and diminish our own grief. Our feelings of sympathy and concern for other people were sincere and strong. Our own feelings were a little pushed aside in the face of the tragedy. I think this wider grief has actually helped us cope better with our own personal grief. You don't know whether to be grateful or angry. The disease got us away from a place we might have been killed, even without the disease. You think, should I be grateful to the disease for this? That's a tough question. Should we be grateful to events? Should I thank this event? It says that we weren't swallowed by our own grief as it prevented us from falling into the abyss.
The situation is appalling. 2 freaking illnesses in one person. It states that it happened doesn't seem fair. Again, I can't do anything about it. Focusing on the illness is a downward spiral and it does no good. We don't focus on it, we live as if the disease didn't exist. At first, it was awkward and difficult, and Mom's not a simple person in this regard. But as far as I know, it comes down to a trainer's practice, her way of thinking.
I have been teaching coaching for 26 years. I've carried it out at different scales in different countries, 18 of which involve developing awareness with different tools, approaches.
I have seen people thank her effusively, their lives were changed. My dad's an example. He wasn't always that way. Mom had a big impact on him. Here it is, and on the people she worked with at Olympiads, who attended her workshops. She traveled widely in Russia and Europe for coaching. She worked with all kinds of people, and most are grateful to her. So her.
It's answering 3 questions. 1. Who are these people? 2. Why am I here? 3. What can we do together? At any given movement, there's a direction you should move. But this is a unique moment to obtain ideas. From spending time with one another. For me, volunteering is about helping one another, about service. It's not just skills training or theory. It's working with values first of all.
The volunteering debate, should it be talked about or be a secret thing, has gone on for a long time. We can't remake other people, but I can change myself. If you see a change in me and are inspired, you'll come up and ask me, how did you do it? How do you do it? How do you do it? I will then have an opportunity to share my own experience.
It's about personal development, helping others, and self-sacrifice in some ways.
It's like she constantly feels a need to give something. Sometimes I think she gives too much and asks for nothing in return. One has to maintain some balance.
It's Mom's great desire to help people make their lives better.
What became possible for me this month, taking every step, what I achieved, what made me stronger. It's this feeling of a confident stride. That helped me achieve goals this month. I always sought to be a lofty-minded person. Can one choose between the spiritual and material? Can one live within the material world as a spiritual person? We'll study our own patterns about giving and receiving. Wealth is tangentially related to my research, how we seek help and how we offer it. We might not seek it at all. We think people will know we're lacking something.
It was Anna who taught me this cycle, striving to obtain in order to give. She submitted herself to this practice. She has a great many techniques for self-mastery. Everything she does, from yoga to dieting and sleep, is about this. Self-mastery, self-awareness in this life. Now it is these skills which are helping her.
I seek daily the strength to not discount what I did. I'm happy I realized 10% of what I had planned. I focus on the things achieved, not the things unrealized. I don't always manage. Sometimes I grieve and weep. I don't resist that. Each day is our whole life in miniature. We can fill it with what really matters to us. The perfect day is my philosophy of everyday life. It came to me in 2007, before the advent of Instagram. In 2011, I started a blog with that title. Have a perfect day, friends. Anna Feldman here. A perfect day and focused attention. We're starting a new season. I hope focused attention will give you great insights as you seek self-knowledge. Each day is a space for wonders to occur, personal development. You must live it to the max, because tomorrow might be too late. This day is a precious gift, a miracle. It's the only time when we really live and feel enjoyment. What's important is to be here and now. What can I learn about myself that I didn't know yet? How does that question sound to you? How do you hear it and what do you think? Imagine starting the day focused on what you can learn about yourself today. How do you think your day will follow?
This day has not yet become the past. Not yet made our future. It is the space for changes that we can make now. What happened a minute ago can still be fixed. And it will affect what will pass in a minute's time. But what tomorrow will be like, we don't know.
Perfect hinges on the dual meanings in Russian. It's not just something fantastic, but something that is coming to completion. We witness events in which we are present. For our understanding and personal development, this is extremely important.
It was here in the winery, so you saw it, you went inside the inner room?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. Then I can show you anyway. Where are you from?
It's a hard question.
Hard question.
From Russia.
From Russia.
Anna had her first birthday celebration here. It's a fantastic winery. They make the wine themselves, but don't put it on the market. Winemakers say the harder the vines have it, the better the wine. Here the vines might barely hang on at all, but I think they managed to make them grow. A boundless faith something would come of it. But they kept going. Every time we come here, Anna is deeply touched by this place. We stayed overnight here once, didn't we? Where was it?
Who are you here with?
Whoa. I was on a work trip.
I can see how my illness healed me from certain ambitions. Those were a distraction from my true path. Path. That's a great metaphor for a life. A fine guide for how to structure our lives. The end point is clear, but how do we reach it? In 2018, I walked the path to self as a pilgrim 200 miles. For me, it was about seeing where I was fooling myself, where honesty was needed. For the last 4 years, I have gained more than in all preceding years. Not in terms of volume, but in terms of depth. Living in the current moment. Everyone has their own path. With their own aims, pace, accompanying thoughts. Some are suffering, some happy in spite of hardship. Some will make it to the end, others will give up halfway. Some stubbornly go on their own, others hop on transport. Each path is a true one.
Everyone's together.
Hi there.
Hi, dear Anna.
We used to live here.
Tell us all about it. I'll turn the light on. Yeah, first you lived there, so that everyone can see where you lived.
It's still looking nice. We had a kitchen like that. There was a bathroom over there. And what? Living room, bedroom. It was the first place we lived here. This was where we slept, studied, ate, and drank. We moved to a kibbutz. What is that? Just saying it's like a summer camp, with cabins and a mess hall. It was a restful place, really. We couldn't shake off the feeling we were at a dacha for the summer. Russians see dachas as a retreat with a vegetable garden. You're doing well. A stream nearby. You don't require anything else, you can escape from the grind. We lived in a kibbutz for a year. She went to watch the sunset practically every day.
They need to be removed from here. That's the only way. Then there would never be any danger. If they stay there, then the next one. You can pack your bags and head up. The next one is a matter of time. They send them all to Indonesia or wherever. Let them go to hell, anywhere but here. They did us harm, we got them. That's how I see it.
a brief stint in a kibbutz, then moshav in southern Israel. I needed that to let all my professional pomp just blow away. I needed time to walk without all the regalia in just a t-shirt like any newcomer to Israel.
She's a real catcher of sunsets.
A day is a drama. Dawn represents a potential. The light is softer, more gentle. In the morning, everything is possible. In the evening, everything has already happened. A sunset is like a full stop.
Catching sunsets is a practice for her. It's contemplating the beauty of the moment. Every sunset is unique. She has long tried to catch the sunset, to capture it in a photo.
Catching dawn and sunset is my longtime tradition. It's what I want to see daily in all its glory. These 2 times of day spark incredible happiness within me. Sunset is a time when the day flips. It's a chance to slow down. Sunsets are an illustration in my mind of daily self-development techniques. They remind me that there is something bigger that I am part of.
It's a powerful practice for her. Now for me too. When I became her hands and realized this beauty, I became her camera too. I no longer merely photographed the sunset, I stopped and watched it.
Watching the sunset, saying goodbye to the day. Letting go of the accumulated work of the day. Relishing the sounds and scents. This is an opportunity to exhale and prepare for renewal.
Now I get upset when I miss a sunset. It's like a project I have. It's not just a project, because other people have got involved too. We have a friend who wrote a song called Sunset Catcher.
Her story has touched a great many people. It will 100% live on.
Since everything in this world is about loss. Because, as paradoxically as it may sound, life is given only to lose it. It's an inevitable algorithm, not a choice. We are born and we depart sooner or later. I'm seeing this loss right now. Because soon, very soon, my Anna will be gone. I realize that. Can I accept it? No. It's one thing when an accident happens. It's irreversible and it happened. It's something else when you watch it happen. You watch precisely because you can't do anything. You feel powerless totally useless. It was an amazing moment. When she asked me to set her down, and she says, "Look, I can place my hand on my knee myself." What inspires us, what really matters. Just her placing her hand on her knee. It was the best thing I ever saw.
Things that happen to those around us, especially extraordinary things, can be great material for understanding our own selves. Right now, my focus is clear, and not because I feel death near. Like always, I'm just enjoying every perfect day. I'm just living life. If my story helps you to understand yourselves, that's great.
По четвергам, а иногда по средам. Этот странный человек в кресле под пледом. Он ходит в дальние походы на высокогорье. Он тащит счастье через броды и 33 горя. Хоть он бывалый человек, но что же может быть сложнее? Иметь 100 разных лиц за век, от мамы до еврея. Он ждет, когда уже не ждут, что станет круг квадратом. Ведь не зря его зовут ловец закатов, 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 ловец закатов. Ты заходи к нему в обед, и он тебя научит, как пить вино по четвергам и становиться лучше. Как раз загнать одной рукой комаров и тучи. Не знаю как, но как-то так ты точно станешь лучше. И он, конечно, не пророк и точно не мессия. Я знаю это, потому что как-то видел трусы его. И он поднять не сможет гору, может лишь подвинуть. Но вечером, читая Тору, просит плед накинуть. Ловец закатов, 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 ловец закатов,